You're listening to 4th and Jawn. Wait, what the is a Jawn anyway?
What's up, Philadelphia? We are live broadcasting from the new media studios right outside of Philadelphia. Welcome to 4th and Jawn, episode number 4, a.k.a. the Wentz era has officially begun, a.k.a. we are officially 1-0, a.k.a. the Cleveland Browns can suck a fat one, a.k.a. who the hell is that Prescott anyway? Welcome to the 4th and Jawn show. We are so amped up, so excited to be here with you after what we saw on Sunday. And yes, we are 1-0. We got that W, and the W stands for Carson Wentz. But before we get into all the conversation about Carson Wentz and going 1-0 and getting that victory, man, does it feel good. Let me pass it off to my brother from another mother. You know him as Eagle Sessions on Twitter, Mr. Gale Saunders. Tell him what's up.
What's going on? I know Eagles Nation has got to be lit right now. I mean, we got the Ginger Jesus.
Woo. The Ginger Ninja.
Yeah. I mean, he was just lights out, man. I mean, everything that we hoped Carson Wentz would be, that's what we saw. So, I mean, got to be geeked right now.
It's a
Whole
beautiful.
city's got ginger fever.
And that's my girl Ziz, who was partying at the tailgate, going wild.
That tailgate was so lit, though.
It was.
It really was, and we'll touch on that later on in the show. But Ziz was definitely the fire spark behind that tailgate. How you feeling, girl?
I'm feeling great. I'm driving that Wentz train, and I cannot wait for the season. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Especially after what they showed on Sunday. My man working the Twitter videos. Right? Our social media quarterback, or quarterback. Hey, listen, you're our social media quarterback today, baby. Mr. I Bleed Philly. Philly Mike, what's happening,
What's going on? Yo, Super Bowl run. Are you guys in for it?
Oh.
Super Bowl run.
This guy.
Let's knock on some wood.
Somebody
Super
needs
Bowl
to slow
run,
his
baby.
roll a little bit.
Wentz looked good, though. I gotta admit, Wentz looked really good.
And in studio, my man, Mr. Tom Oresco, all the way from the left coast, representing 4thandjawn.com, one of our writers. He was there at the tailgate. What's happening, Tom?
Hanging in there. Loved what I saw from Wentz, and, you know, I got to agree with Mike. It's just the Browns, but you got to feel good about a W. And that W stands for, you know, Wentz. He's the guy. He's absolutely the guy. So just it's time to get it rolling, time to keep it going, and let's look forward to Monday night.
We were going into this thing with Sam Bradford, kind of expecting, a 7-9 season, and then all of a sudden,
nice.
Sam Bradford gets traded. Carson Wentz is named the starter. He comes out there, and from what I saw from this guy, he doesn't look like a rookie, friends.
No.
He does not look like a rookie. It's not only about what he was doing, but more importantly, what he didn't do, which was make a lot of mental errors. Look rattled. You almost expect a rookie in his first start.
And in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. And coming from North Dakota, you expected him to have the jitters a little bit. I mean, how many times have we seen rookie quarterbacks kind of take that step where they're a little antsy?
Shoot, even Sam Bradford. Look at him. He's not a rookie, and he was scared all the time.
You know, balls are sailing, balls are low, balls are high, making mistakes, throwing interceptions, fumbling the ball.
It's hard to say what he did
snaps.
wrong.
He didn't look like a rookie whatsoever.
I mean, the ball placement was off the charts.
Phenomenal.
I mean, you got to look at those touchdown throws. I mean, that slap fade to J-Matt, that was ridiculous. And everyone's thinking, all right, maybe that's one-time thing.
Nope, consistency,
but
man.
He went at Hayden
Multiple times.
Hit Aguilar, but before that, he had the check down. He's like kill. Everyone's like, oh, he's about to audible.
Yeah, like
he throws a strike.
It was like seeing a unicorn. Hearing somebody actually audible in.
We were like, what?
And what's
audible? What's an audible? But right now, we want to go to the man himself, Mr. Eliot Shorr-Parks.
Yeah, I'm about to, but just all right.
Yo, Eliot.
Elliot.
Money.
Yo, what's up?
What's happening, my man? How you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
All right, we appreciate you taking some time out to call in and share your thoughts on the Eagles game. First question I have for you, all right?
All right. Let's do it.
After Sam Bradford got traded, Doug Peterson went on record and said that he saw something in Carson Wentz in minicamps. Now, you yourself have been there for minicamps. They've been there for training camp. You've been there all through the preseason. Were you surprised at Carson Wentz's performance, or was it kind of exactly what you expected to see from the rookie?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, I think it was clear from really the first practice, you got to see all three quarterbacks practice together, that Carson Wentz is the most talented quarterback on this roster. If he wasn't Sam Bradford was here, and he obviously is now. I mean, there's a reason this guy went number 2 overall. And I'll say I first got the chance to meet Carson Wentz back in February at the Senior Bowl, or late January, early February. And just from my interactions with him from then up until right before the game on Sunday, he's a guy that I think that was ready to handle that type of stage. All of his teammates say it, and you saw it on Sunday. I mean, he didn't look rattled at all, and I think that was what was most impressive about his performance.
So part of Carson Wentz, and the reason why they took him so high at number 2 and gave up so much to go get him is not only the physical tools that he has, even though he's a young guy, but also the mental capacity, right?
Yeah. I mean, the thing you hear about Carson, and offensive coordinator Frank Reich said it last week, is, I mean, the exact words he used was he's smart. I mean, they think he is, I don't want to say football genius, but I mean, before the snap, he's incredibly comfortable. And in the NFL, that's where games are won, before the snap. And that's what I think, an analogy I've been using is with Ben Simmons with the Sixers. He's an elite passer. And so no matter if he's been in the league 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, he'll always be able to pass at an elite level. And that's why teams are so confident he'll be a good player. It's like that with Carson Wentz and his pre-snap ability. I mean, he might not be able to do certain things other quarterbacks can't, but before the snap, he'll always be able to process what the defense shows him, and that's going to give him such an edge up on other rookies and really throughout his career.
Now, Carson looked great, all right, and it's been the talk of Philadelphia. But playing devil's advocate here, it was against the Browns, who might be the worst team in the NFL. And I kind of related to, I'm sure, how 49ers fans feel right now. I'm sure they're all gassed up about Chip Kelly after shutting out a horrible L.A. Rams team. And Chip Kelly, it's the second come. I'm sure they're doing their thing in San Francisco. So to relate that to our situation here in Philadelphia, are we more like 49ers fans right now, where we are getting too hyped over a game against a bad opponent? Or is this kind of a snapshot of what we should expect and be excited about moving forward?
I think when it comes to Carson Wentz, this is what you should expect going forward. I mean, these throws where, it's not like when Nick Foles had 7 touchdowns and guys were just falling down. I mean, the throws he were making, they were not into they were not wide open. They were into tight windows. The touchdown to Jordan Matthews, I don't care who's defending him on that play. He's going to make that throw. Now, the question is, are the receivers going to be able to get open against other defenses? I mean, if they will, Carson will hit them. But that would be my main concern about, going forward. I think as a team, the Eagles aren't going to beat many other teams by 19 points. I mean, that's probably not going to happen very often. But I don't think what you saw from Carson is a mirage at all. I think he is legitimate, and when it comes to NFL, and you have a quarterback, that changes everything.
Nice. Now I keep hearing the Steelers. I listen to sports talk radio. I keep hearing the Steelers. I see Twitter. I keep hearing the Steelers. And it's easy to talk about them because obviously it's the next home game, and they just put an absolute thumping, which I thoroughly enjoyed against the Redskins. But are we looking past the Bears? We got a big Monday night matchup coming up. How did the Eagles match up against the Bears team, which I'm sure you'll agree is a tougher test?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tougher test, and I also think it's a tougher situation. I mean, the Bears are coming off of last-second loss to the Lions. It's their home opener. It's on Monday night. So I think, it's a tough spot to play the Bears to begin with. But I will say the Bears' offensive line is not good. And the Eagles' defensive line is a strength of the team. I didn't think the defensive line played that well last week, but I think this could be a big week for them. And as we all know with Jay Cutler, if you can pressure him, he'll throw the ball up. I think in terms of the receivers, obviously Alshon Jeffrey poses a problem. I mean, we saw the issues Nolan Carroll had with the larger Terrell Pryor, so that would be one concern. But I don't think it's a game where the Eagles go in thinking they should go in thinking they can win. I think the Bears are a beatable opponent. Obviously, the Steelers are a bit of a different story, but if you told me the Eagles won on Monday night, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Awesome. Bam, how cool would that be, going 2-0?
Oh, my God.
2-0 would be amazing. Now, on the lighter side of things, you just heard Ziz's voice over on
Let
the
up
other
be
line.
money.
And I have to thank you for giving 4th and Jawn their official first drop. Justin, can you play that drop real quick?
Oh, my God. He's going to kill me.
EROCK, I fucks with you. You keep it real on Twitter.
Oh, God.
So we wanted to
I didn't know he was going to do this.
So we wanted to thank you as a group for giving us our first official drop. It was awesome. Ziz texted that to me while I was DJing, and it was a dark video. And she said, "Hey, I'm here with this guy Eliot, who works for the Eagles," and I had no idea who she was talking about until after I got in the car and watched the video. And I was like, "Oh my God, that's my boy ESP. He's out there partying with Ziz. That's awesome."
Hey.
Now,
I wasn't lying. You keep it real on Twitter, you know.
Well, thank you, sir. As do you. Speaking of
problem.
Twitter,
EROCK, I fucks with you. You keep it real on Twitter.